We'll always be bosom buddies, friends, sisters, and pals. We'll always be bosom buddies. If life should reject you, there's me to protect you.
If I say that your tongue is vicious,
if I call you uncouth,
it's simply that.
Who else but a bosom buddy will sit down and tell you the truth?
Well, hello.
Well, hello, everybody. And here we all are again. And as you all know, I am the naughty Alexis Flame and my fabulous co-hostess,
The nice Toni Homeperm. So I say.
So very nice.
So nice. So nice. And of course, this is Naughty or
Nice. Because for those of you out there that speak fluent gay like Toni Homeperm and I do, you can either be nice or you could be
naughty. Naughty or nice.
Being nice beats the brakes off of being naughty.
True.
There's nothing nice about being nice.
Very true. Very true.
That's like when a southerner says, well, bless your heart.
Bless your heart.
Bless me? No, bless you.
Bless you.
So, Toni, what have you been up to this week, darling?
Oh, goodness. I don't know. I think it's about the same as the past 42 weeks. I don't know.
Jesus Christ on a cracker. Wouldn't you know? I mean, like I said, there's something in the air that's sucking out everybody's energy. I feel like one of the pod people.
I know, right? I mean, I don't know. I was saying just before, I mean, 2021 was supposed to be so much better than 2020, and it's not seeming it. Oh, Jason Silverman says hello, ladies.
Well, hello, Jason, and thank you for tuning in.
And as I posted on Facebook, and for everyone who's watching, if you do comment, I'm going to put everyone's comments on screen so all the viewers can see what you're saying, what you're thinking. If you have a question, throw it up in the comments. We'll take it, right?
Yeah, that's one way of putting it.
Who knows? It's all good.
Don't you love my hair tonight?
I love it.
It's like Lucille Ball meets Lisa Rinna meets Tina Turner, and they all got hammered and went to Vegas.
I think they did.
Marie Munster along the way.
Mm-hmm.
But sweetie.
Very true.
Speaking of sweeties.
It
had to happen, folks.
What happened?
Our guest tonight. Yet another one of my children.
Another child.
One of my sons, but this son has a twist.
Yes, right?
We'll find out soon enough. And he is not only a stage performer like Toni and I, but he's also an artist, and there's all kinds of arts and crafts which will be demonstrated as we go on. But in the meantime, everybody, please put your hands together and welcome my son, Angel Khaos.
Hello, ladies and gents. How are we doing this?
Hello, Angel.
Hello.
Oh, and our
Angel of the morning, angel.
And we've got a greeting from one of our local Long Island ladies. Sin says hi, ladies.
Hey,
hello,
hey, Sin. Thanks for commenting.
Thanks for tuning in, my dear.
And tuning in.
Yes, welcome.
So now, my dear son.
Yes, Mama.
Tell us all about you.
Well, I am 43 years old. I hail from Syracuse, New York.
Everything but your age. You tell your age, they can guess how old I am.
Oh, my bad. Well, I'm years old. I'm from Syracuse, New York. I dabble in a little bit of everything. United States Army vet. I've been in drag, since 2002. So this is one of the very few things I do nowadays. I'm mostly retired, but Mama said come out. I obey Mama's wishes. I get in my Sunday best, and I come. Hello, Mama.
And Crystal come down, says hello, Angel.
Hello.
Oh, Angel, that's your sister, Crystal.
Hello, sis.
And Sin says that she went to school in Syracuse.
Oh, I did not go to school in Syracuse. I was born and raised mostly Binghamton, New York. Childhood, I was in the country for a long time. Did the Bible schools and all that, and then we moved to Binghamton to take care of my grandmother when she went senile.
Oh.
So, and then from there, after the military, I moved to Syracuse 2011, 12.
I wonder who's going to take care of me when I go senile. Sorry, Tony.
Well, that's why.
Don't even go there, Tony.
When I become a millionaire, and hopefully my stocks will make that happen, I'll make sure that you got all the cabana boys and the big packed, the nurses with the bus.
That's what I want to hear.
What's up?
The male nurses with the badonkadonk.
With the tight. That's what you ladies like, right?
Lady LaBelle is saying hello. Hello, Lady LaBelle.
Girlfriend.
Always a regular viewer of Naughty or Nice, and thank you so much for that, Lady LaBelle.
For those of you who don't know, Lady LaBelle is one of Long Island's leading entertainers, and she's fabulous.
The showgirl of Long Island.
If you want to see a bitch bring the noise, then you want to see LaBelle.
And I don't know if this is shade, but she said, "When you go senile."
Tell me what you do with her, Ma.
I got this. You just dig the hole. Mongo dig. Anyway.
Oh my Lord.
It was funny because one day I was doing one of my rants on Facebook, and Angel happened to catch it. And I said, "Okay, children, today's word is douchebag. Can you say douchebag?" And she types in douchebag. And I'm like, alrighty, definitely one of them.
Systematically.
So now, what is the gay nightlife like up in Syracuse?
It's not bad. Of course, the pandemic has slowed things way down.
We telling.
Yeah.
We have yes. We have Trex nightclub. We had Club Rain. I'm not sure if it's still open. I'm sure there's a couple other places, but I performed at Trex. Rain was one of the most popular, Rain and Trex in Syracuse. But if you go further north in Rochester, New York, you'll find
Rochester with
deposits of drag shows. Upstate New York, for the most part, if they let us do a show in their venue, we do it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how it is now. Again, pandemic situations. I haven't really seen much along the lines of online drag shows, but I know that the Kings do it a lot. I mean, around in this area, we got folks like Fly Guy Sean and Psychotic. They get the Kings together from all over the nation, and they participate in each other's shows. The Queens, I'm sure they do it too. I'm hardly online anymore. Housewife, trying to keep adulting things together. I can't say I don't keep up much anymore. But last I knew, when we're not in post-pandemic apocalypto mode, the clubs are pretty bumping up here on the weekends, mostly.
Road trip, Tony.
Yeah, you gotta come up, paint the town red once they clear it.
Oh, Lord.
Rigor mortis has already set in.
I feel like that.
Seriously. I love coming to visit everybody every other Thursday. And,
Alexis, Deborah Colombo Kelly,
my sister-in-law. Hey, Deb.
She likes your chair, and she's hoping that she's hoping it's good for your bad back.
Actually, it is. That's why I bought it. It really is. No, because lately I spend a lot more time in front of the computer. Because in order to keep the rent paid, the old bitch works online. We have to do what we have to do.
Very true.
And in this pandemic, it's really not convenient to rely upon the kindness of strangers right now.
They're not very kind these days.
So we got to stay with the regulars. No, anyway.
Yeah.
I suppose it's who you know.
I don't know about her. She's a modest Long Island housewife.
I'm very modest, Angel.
Yeah.
You're whatever.
And I'm sweet, innocent, and virginal. Wait, did I just get thunder? Wow.
Actually, Alexis, I told Angel, I said, I'm feeling very Karen-like tonight. I'm like, I have this urge to call a manager, any manager.
Honey, you need to manage her hair. She's huge.
Right? I know. I said to Frank, I was like, this hair is big tonight. I was like, I hope it'll all fit in the frame.
Yeah, it just barely makes sense.
Just barely. Oh, and our
wig is as big as my ass. And for those of you who don't know, I got a pretty big ass.
Our friend Jason Silberman says that he needs a club.
Well, I can use a club, a heart, a spade.
I think he means a nightclub. He needs a nightclub.
Really?
Oh, I was way off.
Oh, now, Angel, let me ask you. Going back to 2002, being a drag king, drag kings have come a long way. Now I can remember, including myself, and this is more because of the only drag king I knew back then was someone I wasn't really too fond of. So I was kind of like,
drop the name, bitch.
I don't even remember the name. I don't know if they even do it anymore.
Do it now.
So my opinion of drag kings was, I guess I was prejudiced against them. Flash forward now to like about 2018. I met Macon Mayhem. I don't know if you know Macon Mayhem. He's like Long Island's premier drag king, and Macon is such an incredible talent. He sings live. He plays instruments. He's performed at Club Cumming, and I was like, oh, okay. I was completely wrong about drag kings, and my point being, was there a lot more like prejudice, animosity towards drag kings, when you started, as opposed to now, things have, really turned around with people being more accepting of non-binary drag performers, bearded drag performers, and, like that.
Oh, well, I gotta be honest, it really varied from place to place. Some places loved us, some places hated us. Either way, we had to work double hard for the positions that we got. If we got paid, a lot of the times we could go out there with a Broadway style production, dancers, costumes, everything, and we would get maybe $20 for gas home.
Honey, that happens to drag queens too.
Yeah.
And
drag queen is like being a rock star. Okay, you're loading $5,000 worth of gear into a $500 car, to drive 50 miles for $20.
$20.
Yeah, honestly, you gotta lay that accountability on the owners of the bar. When they ask you, well, can you pack my club? That's their job.
I can barely pack my fucking suitcase.
It's their job if they want to show. And I'm retired, so
you know what it is? That's their way out.
Yes.
Because on our last episode, we touched on RuPaul's Drag Race and all that. And I have personally seen with my own two eyes, because number one, the local girls are not getting the good paying gigs. And we're all just as, some of us even more talented than the RuPaul contestants. Not that they're not fabulous, but some of us have been doing it longer. So you've been doing drag for a year, and now you're on national TV.
Right.
Which I've been doing it for a lot of years, and I've been on national TV my damn self. Not impressed. But the thing is, though, even though the show brought us into the forefront, it still poisoned the well, because now, unless you've appeared on RuPaul, the club owners aren't coming out with any decent money. And on top of that, I have personally seen 2 or 3 of the RuPaul girls, get booked into clubs for good damn money. However, they didn't bring a crowd.
True.
None. Bupkis.
Well, yeah, I feel
now see, weigh that against the local girl that all her friends come to see her when she performs. Okay, so you basically poo-pooed somebody you know for years that you know brings a crowd to book this girl just because she was on TV, and all you got was wah, wah, wah.
Yeah. I get it, and there's a lot of, I feel like there's a lot of circumstances that keep people from going to the bar, and yeah, there is this picking and choosing of, okay, well, this person's on this show and I got to go see it, and this person's not, and I see them every week. That's the argument that I get a lot when this debate does come up.
I can understand that, but you know what? There's a difference between seeing the same performer every week and seeing the same performer do the same damn thing every week.
Yes, there is. And
I mean, if you're holding a position, that's fine. You're the house performer. But bring in guest entertainers, and for Christ's sakes, change it up every week.
Yeah,
very true.
If you're good enough to have a weekly or monthly slot, you're good enough to have more than one thing in your repertoire.
Yes, I agree. There's also an economical factor to why people show up and why people don't show up. If they've got X amount of money, but they really want to see a show, and you got a Rue girl that's coming, as opposed to the people that you have every week, a lot of the time people will be like, well, this is all the money I got. And
yeah, but you know what? Don't even finish that, because I'm not going to agree with you, honey. Because I say, okay, I'm coming up to Syracuse. Legendary Alexis Flame is coming up to Syracuse. Big whoop. What has Alexis Flame done for you? Go see Angel Khaos, who you know and who supports your local community.
And there are people that do that as well. But it leads to another factor of, well, I can see, this is another argument that I've heard is, well, I could see drag on TV. So why go pay this amount of money to go to the club and have to buy drinks and tip and see performers that I see all the time, when I can watch this show on TV for the cost of my cable subscription? And
very true.
There's so many different factors that you can't really pinpoint it on reason. That's why I really support.
What it all boils down to is everybody's got more excuses than a crook going to jail.
Yeah, to pay the people that keep their bar running. I understand.
But all they want to pay is no mind.
Yeah, well, well, that's why I believe that the online shows that people are starting, like your talk show that we're on right now, and others, and the online drag shows, that's something that could really, it could really pick up and can be to the benefit of the performers, because there is no go between. You do your number. If they like it, they tip you. If they don't like it, they don't tip you.
Well, see, it's funny you mentioned that because, oddly enough, as fabulous as we look, Tony and I don't perform on this show.
No, yeah.
In the near future, that might change from time to time.
Why not?
Well, actually, on our specials, we did have we had pre-recorded
the
performances.
Heat and the Snow Miser.
Yes.
That was awesome.
That was my idea, and then Tony just made it perfection.
Yeah, and the thing about it is, I feel if you're going to do a performance like online, like this format, it's hard to do it live. There's always a lot of times you have problems with audio.
Oh yeah,
and video. Whereas if you have something, if it's pre-recorded and I can I can share that and it goes out complete. Yeah. I'd rather do that because then at least you're getting a better product.
Yeah, you give your performers a deadline to have it finished. And if you have the capabilities of editing their video to where it looks good,
right? There
you go.
And actually, Alexis and I, we've done that for ourselves. We've also done it for the Imperial Court, where we actually have a few that we have to work on for upcoming things for the Imperial Court. But that's how Imperial Court has been doing that format too, where the individuals pre-record something and it gets inserted into the live streaming and goes out. Even still, sometimes there's problems with lag and audio, and it's so that's kind of why I've shied away from live performance on a in this format.
Tony, one of the things, it's funny you mentioned lagging, because one of the things, now we're not going to go into about Zoom, but even with StreamYard, just either broadcasting or being a spectator, I noticed the more people that enter, say, the room, it just, I don't know if it's bandwidth or whatnot that it's using up, but the more people you have, the sooner you're going to lag and drag.
Yeah, disturb the server or something.
Yeah. Well, these applications, StreamYard, Zoom, they were designed for meetings. Yeah. Not for performances. So
Skype.
Same thing. They're designed for for like just like office type virtual meetings. They were never created with the idea that they're going to have to be functional as like a performance type of application.
Right.
They were really, like what we're doing now. It really, this is more like what it's suited for. We have verbal intercourse. And
too easy. What?
I know.
Intercourse.
Verbal intercourse, and because also sometimes these apps, they have a problem if there's like different if there's multiple audio, which you can have in a performance because you've got background music.
Oh my God! Remember when I had the two computers going and there was an echo through everything?
Exactly. So that's why. So you have to work with, we're working with the limitations.
Yeah,
some apps work better through a phone than they do through a computer or a
Very true.
Right.
Very true. You never know. And our good friend Kevin Wisher pointed out there's also a difference between shining a light in drag and oversaturating the field.
Hello. Just like on the same line, ladies, there's nothing wrong with doing your makeup pink by numbers, providing you know how to count. No, but Kevin's right. And for those of you who don't know, Kevin Witcher also happens to be, I'm going to blow up her secret identity.
The
She happens
infamous
to be that cunt, Edwina Skudowicz.
Edwina Skudowicz. Yes, we love her.
We do love Edwina.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, since I know she's watching, bitch, expect a phone call very soon because we were talking and we simply must have Edwina on the show.
Mm-hmm.
We need Edwina in.
We need Edwina. We really do. We really do. And Kevin said that.
Needs Edwina.
Kevin said our heat miser, snow miser was awesome. Thank you,
Oh,
Kevin.
thank you, sweetie.
That was a work of that was a true work of love. That really was.
Wait till you see when we revamp it for next Christmas. They're gonna step our pussies back a little.
But you know, no. Speaking about like, you know, I was thinking about this today, and I'm curious what the two of you think. You know, I see sometimes people saying they're doing drag, and I'm a little suspect. I'm a little suspect. I feel like just to throw on a little bit of eyeshadow and throw a lipstick on, a wig out of the bag.
Well, there's a difference between being a diva or an entertainer and being a lopsided teamster in an out-of-date cocktail dress.
Now, what do you say, Angel?
Well, there's different nowadays. There's a lot of different types of drag. So
true.
People,
I disagree. I believe there is one, and I'm probably going to get foo-foo for this, but I don't care. I've been doing this long enough. I believe there
Say
is.
it.
Well, I have to allow for two because drag originally meant dressed as girl.
Right.
But you know what? It could easily also mean dressed as guy.
Right.
However, but still, transvestite. It's one sex wearing the clothes of the other.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so to me, there is one type of drag. Anything else, to me, no matter how talented they are, and a lot of these performers are incredibly talented, but I wouldn't call them drag. I would call them performance artists.
Okay. I agree with that.
Drag,
I don't denounce them as entertainers because let me tell you, a lot of them can hit the stage and they'll just blow your mind.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think that certain acts, at least in my point of view, should be considered drag so much as performance art.
Well, you know, in these days and age, there is definitely different levels of drag, and when you mention the just throwing a wig on and stretching some makeup across,
oh, that's not drag. That's just experiment.
Well, yeah, it could be considered experimental, but some people they're doing messy drag on purpose. And
True.
it's part of the art.
And there's that.
And you know, there's still an essence of aesthetic to it. I'm an art lover.
Yeah,
so,
really? Where do you?
I mean, to be fair, I love all art and all drags of all kinds. So I could be biased. I could not be, but I believe that there's many different levels of drag, and all of them are valid. And can be enjoyed. If they consider themselves a drag performer, they're a drag performer. If they consider themselves more of a vaudevillian, they're a vaudevillian. If this is what they call their art, then so be it. So be it. I'm.
But see, where I come from, art is something you pay to see, not pay to get away from.
Okay. What could you elaborate on that?
I said what I meant, and I meant what I said.
It's
where I come
from.
Art is something you are willing to pay to see, not something you are willing to pay money to try to erase the vision.
Well, you know, where I come from, art is anybody can do art. It doesn't have to be good. It doesn't have to be something that, because You know, I thrive on a very messy, boxy, patchy type of art, whereas opposed to a lot of the kings nowadays are
All right, now,
extremely
all right. Well, see, we're not gonna. Let's digress from the different levels of drag. Let's talk about the different levels of art, and what we're doing right now is indeed art. It's also magic. It's an illusion because the three of us, as we speak, are putting forth an image of something or someone who really isn't there. So we're really not that much different than a magician. But the fact of the matter is, let's discuss the different levels of art, Angel. Are you talking art on the canvas, art in sculpture, art on the stage,
art and everywhere.
hopscotch chalk on the sidewalk? Talk to
Art
me.
and everywhere.
It could be anywhere.
Art and everywhere. You look up in the sky and see the pollution. You know how some
Oh, the
cities have the
graffiti on the
hazy
bathroom
pollution?
wall
There's
for a
art
good
in the
time
sky.
call.
I'm one of the people that there's art everywhere, and if you look long enough, eventually you can see it in paint strokes. It's really cool.
You know what? I have to give you that. I mean, I do have to give you that. There is something to be seen no matter where you go. I guess it's just up to the individual what's considered art and what's not.
Yes, it's within the eye of the beholder.
Just like beauty, it's in
I
the eye
think
of the beholder, or this big black bag that I have under my desk.
there you go. I think for me, the thing that I look most for in drag is like the level of transformation. Like, and so, you know, whether you're, you know, a man transforming yourself into a beautiful woman, or a woman transforming themselves into a man. I guess for me, you know, and I realize that viewpoint is probably outdated these days, but you know, for me, you know, going back, you know, old school drag, for me, that's what drag meant was, you know, you created this illusion that you were the, you know, the opposite of what you were. But I guess nowadays, because you know, gender is, you know, is not
Very fluid.
black or white
Very
anymore. We have all these, you know, gray areas. So now it's hard to like say, well, if you're in a gray area, what's
Like my natural hair color?
Yeah,
then what's the opposite? So
well, it all involves inclusion.
True.
Because somebody that's gender fluid, gender neutral, if they still want to do drag, and as you said, it's the entire opposite of who they
right. No one has the right to tell them no, they can't do it.
It should be.
I do have to agree to that.
It should be considered drag because, you know, if they're not male and they're not female, you can't really put them in a slot. You can't really put anybody in a slot for that matter. You can, but some of our fat asses don't fit.
Exactly.
If your ass is too big or too small for the pants, don't wear them.
Yes.
Now,
Well, if you don't
drag are the last people on earth who should tell people what they can and can't wear. But then I look at it from a different angle. If I'm standing in line at McDonald's holding my 7-year-old nephew's hand, I don't want his face eye level to some strange man's boxer-clad ass.
True.
It's just nasty. And you would think some of these people would actually know the history of that so-called style. It doesn't mean kiss my ass. It means the booty's up for grabs.
Yeah.
That started in jail with the ring ding hose. You get some booty for a ring ding.
They just keep them britches droopy.
There you go. But you should have seen the look on the guy's face in 7-Eleven when I like how you're wearing your pants. And I handed him a devil dog. He pulled them bitches up.
Of course, now the most important thing is, you know, whether, you know, whatever your style of drag is, if you're going to perform, if you're lip syncing, you need to know your words.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Or, you know, or if you're singing live, like me. Again, you need to know your words, and you need to, be a decent at least a halfway decent singer.
You give it your all.
Even
give
get
it your
started.
all. If you're gonna do it, you do it all the way. You give it every
Thank
ounce
you.
that you got inside of you if you're gonna do it. And I'll tell you what, these new performers nowadays, they crank it out. I tried to catch up, but man,
But see, now there's another level, because you got these. Even if I don't approve so much of the look, you got these kids that are going out there. They know their look might be a hot mess, but they know their words, and their moves are just beyond exquisite.
yes.
Okay, but now this other bitch can come out, hair for the gods,
Exactly.
Mackie gown. But if you give me pineapple, watermelon, motherfucker, pineapple,
no,
you get the hook. You got.
Yeah.
No, that's
and it's obvious too.
No,
I mean, especially if you're going to invest that much money in your look, couldn't you invest an hour
your
or two to actually know what the hell you were doing to uphold that look? But you know what? What do I know? I'm just an old drag queen that likes bourbon. I mean, shit that makes too much sense confuses me. How about you two?
If it makes too much sense?
Yeah, if it makes it just like Tony, you and I know somebody who goes on stage not knowing the words to their song.
We do?
I think everybody knows at least somebody that'll go on stage.
Everybody knows somebody.
Sometimes.
Everybody fucks the lyrics.
I didn't forget your breakfast. I didn't bring your breakfast. As you didn't
eat your din.
Oh, stars and garters.
Oh my.
So, Angel, because we are running out of time, but I do have a few things I want to show how talented my son is.
Oh, I thought Angel had some things to show too.
I got a couple of things here.
Yeah, but me first.
Okay.
Mama first.
Mama first.
My son knew
Mama.
The South Park fan, so hence Kenny.
Oh.
And then, because my son is a fan of the horror diva, I became a shock monkey. And the damn thing does look like me. Now, I also love, like Cleopatra, I'm famous for my soaps. My son also makes mermaid farts. Did you hear that, fella Noche? Somebody capitalized on your gas, girl.
Oh my goodness.
Mermaid farts was this whole line of soaps and scrubs and exquisite bath goo. And let's face it, you never lose your talent. So hit him up on Facebook. Tell him what you want. He'll tell you how much it costs.
I also do paintings. I got some of my older works here. This is from years ago. I don't know if you could see this. Let me try to pull it back. Abstract impressionist. Some of my older work. I call this one Rabbit Hole. This is up for sale. Make an offer. I'm not really, good at making.
You know what, Angel? Send Tony if you have PayPal or Venmo. Send Tony a couple of snapshots of the artwork along with the PayPal or Venmo.
Absolutely.
And we'll put it in and after the show, we'll put it in the comments.
Sure.
Yes, absolutely. I also make these things. I got stress disorders, and it helps me to have a visual of something to help me sleep. And I've made worry dolls, and they're just little doodads wrapped up in twine.
Mm-hmm.
And you tell the worry doll something, one worry, and you put it under your pillow at night.
Mm-hmm.
And in the morning, your worry is supposed to go away. Usually,
nice.
But you know, they're not magic or anything.
Mm-hmm.
It's a visual for people that get stressed out. And
Well,
I
that
really like these because it helps me sleep at night, especially with the craziness that's going on nowadays.
I have a dream catcher on my bed frame.
Yes, and you know, you don't always want to bug people with some really deep and dark worries. You got your worry doll. Again, I make soaps, I make puppets. Is a Mr. Hanky.
Oh,
I make
I'm
them.
done.
Oh, gosh, you smell nice and flowery.
oh,
And
that's no, you made that.
yes,
Yes,
I did. And
you did.
I also made a Mr. Hat.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I'm a
Oh,
little.
Mr. Hat's just fucking creepy.
And there's another Kenny doll.
And again,
that I
so's Mr.
made
Garrison.
to make him a little more
Oh,
realistic.
wow.
But you know, I do these little things. Honestly, if people send me the materials and the shipping box and give an offer, you know, I'm really pretty flexible if somebody wants some work done.
Oh, you don't need to be that flexible. Alexis, you need to school your son
Well,
in
it's because I have
sales.
so many other things going on.
Oh,
that,
okay.
You know, this is just anymore. It's more of a passing. You know, okay, well, I'll put this together.
But we have to, Angel, we have to learn to be pliable without necessarily being malleable.
Right,
very true.
Right. I agree with that too.
By the way, son, how's your paper mache game?
My paper mache.
Yeah.
I could anything with
Do
paper.
you remember Waylon and Madam?
Oh God,
I
Madam.
want of Madam.
You want a madam?
Yeah.
I could probably pull that off. It might take a little time, but anything with cardboard, paper
I ain't going nowhere.
yeah, anything
And
with
every time
cardboard,
I
paper
coach,
mache, I'm pretty good with paper.
Yeah, I'm good with paper too, spending it.
I'm pretty good with paper lately, just stocking it up. That stock market stuff will make me crazy.
Honey, you're not kidding. And Tony, I can tell you, it takes a lot of money to look this cheap.
Very true. So true.
So, all right. So, Angel, before we part for the evening,
yes,
I want to thank you so much for joining us, and Mother loves you. We'll catch you
for having me.
weekend.
So, and where can everyone find you, Angel?
Thank you.
Find me on Facebook. I'm sometimes on Twitter. I'm on Instagram. Usually on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
So Angel Chaos.
That's the old people platform now.
Yes.
Facebook for the old people.
Whatever happened to MySpace?
It died.
Yeah, we turned our backs on Tom.
I figured out a use for this red hair. I'm so glad we had this time together.
Just to have a laugh and share a smile. Seems we just get started, and before you know it, comes the time we have to say so long.
Get the hell out of here, Angel. Honey, I love you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Angel. So nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too. Have a good evening.
You too.
Thank you for joining us again, sweetie. Mwah.
Mwah.
Bye-bye. Oh, I loved Angel.
Oh, how could you not?
How could you
How
not?
could you not love any of my children? I'm so easy to hate, but all of my children are so lovable. Actually, so am I. People love to hate me. I'm okay with it. So, anyway. So, Tony, other than what we're doing right now, what have you been doing to keep busy and to keep your what's left of your sanity occupied in all this mishigas?
The sanity has fled. She's fled. She's gone.
So did mine.
She's gone.
I get up and go. They got up and left.
I tell you.
Well, I've been doing a lot of puttering around on eBay.
Mm-hmm.
However, instead of buying, now I'm selling. And I haven't created a store yet, But anyone who's listening, if you like horror or you're a fan of Silkstone Barbies or just little tchotchkes, check out, you'll see them on Horror Diva later. But go to my Facebook page. Right now, I have a couple of dolls that Child's Play line. I have Tiffany, I have Chucky, I think I might have one Glenn left. And these dolls are issued from Trick or Treat Studios that has Trick or Treat Studio that has all the licensing. The dolls that I'm putting out through Trick or Treat are actually made from the same molds and the same materials as the dolls and puppets used in the motion pictures.
Nice.
I have a beautiful figural sculpture of Elvira with bat wings. And I don't remember which models, but I do have a decent handful of the now discontinued Silkstone Barbie dolls.
Nice.
So take a look at my Facebook page and click the link, and then just go and if the item you click on doesn't interest you, just click on that little thingy that says sellers other stuff.
There you go.
And I would tell you to say Alexis Flame sent you, but I guess we can both figure that out.
I guess so. Well, it's nice to see you hawking your wares.
At least legitimately.
Legitimately.
That's sweet. And another thing. Be on the lookout for the Naughty or Nice.
Naughty or Nice Awards, yes.
And there's so many things going on in the community. Such shade, such drama, such underhanded sneakiness. Tony and I say, fuck that. We're telling you right up front. Our awards completely rigged, totally biased. As a matter of fact, for the cost efficiency, we won most of them.
Of course, if anyone wants their own award for the right price, it can be had.
Oh yes, it can. Just like certain modest Long Island house lot. But in order to be eligible for a possible award next year, you would have to appear on the show.
Very true.
Fortunately, we do have some guests that came on after the time frame, so they'll be awarded next year.
Next year.
If you'd like to be among the ranks, reach out to Tony Holmperm or myself, but you'll probably get me. She's actually very busy by day. Me, not so much.
I have a lot of dishes to do.
There you go, and a lot of meals to prep.
Ironing.
Meals. How are you enjoying your place in the ranks of Instant Potheads?
Oh, I love the Instant Pot. I tell you, the one thing, believe it or not, the thing that I love the most is how it hard boils eggs. It just is like.
I'm going to look on Amazon tonight. I got to get, because it's a little silicone thingy that she put in it, right?
Yes, and it's like it's like I think it's 5 minutes for it to hard boil the eggs, and the eggs are always perfect. You don't get any of like that green ring around the yolk. The shells they just fall. You know how like when you make regular hard-boiled eggs, sometimes you're trying to peel it and it starts like ripping the white.
Oh, I hate that.
You never have that with the Instant Pot. The really? Eggs never. The eggs, they practically slide out of the shell on their own, and you perfectly hard-boiled cooked eggs makes the absolute just the best egg salad.
Oh,
it really does.
Actually, you know what? I might make egg salad tonight because I don't think I've been having the most terrible insomnia lately. And it just gets worse. Like on nights like tonight when we're broadcasting, it gets worse the night before I have to go somewhere or do something. I just, it sucks getting old.
Yes. Anxiety is not a
honey,
a pleasant thing.
You're singing to the choir.
Yeah, anxiety sucks.
What do you think of deviled eggs?
What's that?
What do you think of deviled eggs?
Oh, I love deviled eggs.
So do I, but the sad part about deviled eggs when you make deviled eggs, the whole house smells like farts before anyone even gets to eat one.
Very true. It's so true. But they're so good.
Oh, they really are.
They are so good.
But now, ladies and gentlemen, on that deviled egg commentary, once again, we are the naughty Alexis Flame and
the nice Toni Homeperm.
She's just so nice.
She's so nice.
Everybody, thank you for tuning in. And we will be back with you, I believe, March 11th.
March 11th, yes.
And our guest on March 11th will be Ty Gregory. So make sure, well, hopefully.
Yeah, well, you know what? We may have, I think we may have two guests. Ty Gregory.
Be okay, too. Oh, I believe
and Ashley Jade.
Ashley Jade.
You know, CEO of Chaotic Cosmetics, an indie makeup brand.
Yes,
is exploding.
Do you see how rich and black my eyeliner is?
That's the Chaotic Cosmetics liner, yes.
It certainly is.
Yes, it's a great liner.
It doesn't come off until you take it off.
Exactly.
Although I do have to admit it's not always easy to take off. But you know what? Coming from an entertainer's point of view, that's not necessarily a bad thing.
Nope.
But it stays rich and jet black. It doesn't fade. It doesn't feather. As a matter of fact, I got to order another one.
They are excellent.
They really are.
Really good.
Remind me, Toni, in case she's not watching, to mention to Ashley, because I know a lot of ladies, including my best friend Ambrosia, who also wear brown eyeliner. You might want to think of producing that formula in brown too.
True.
Anyone who hasn't already tried it, the Chaotic Cosmetics felt tip eyeliner, it's the only way to go. If you don't if you don't want your eyeliner to run, smear, or feather, it's got to be chaotic. If it's not chaotic, oh, trust me, it'll be chaotic.
It will.
Once again, everybody, thank you so much for joining us.
Yes, thank you, everyone.
Mwah.
Good night.